Hi, welcome to Old Man Fat Bike. First off, let me tell you, this is not a video on how to do fakies. What I am going to talk about is what not to do when you're doing fakies, and also a little tip for you that might make fakies a little bit easier for you. Before I get into that, let me explain what happened to me the last time I was here at the skate park. On January 31st, 2024, I came here to the skate park to work on some skills that I've yet to master. When I pulled into the parking lot, I was super excited because there was nobody here. I thought, this is awesome, man. I have the whole place to myself. All right, so when I first got here, I made a couple laps around the skate park, just kind of warm up a little bit. And while I was doing that, I was thinking, you know what? It might be a good idea that I put on my helmet. I just got here. I was here maybe 3 or 4 minutes, so I ran over here, around the corner, put my helmet on, jumped on my bike, and the first thing I wanted to do was work on Fakie. We got a plane going overhead. I was approaching the quarter pipe a lot faster than I normally do. I wanted my front tire to touch the coping, not go over it, and then figured I would just Fakie out. So when my front tire touched the coping, without thinking, I grabbed the rear brake. At that time, I didn't realize doing this would stop my forward momentum and stop my backward momentum. That's when everything went horribly wrong. Next thing I knew, I'd slammed into the concrete on my back. Both of my hands were still holding onto the handlebars and the bike was on top of me. I rolled around on the ground for a minute or two just to catch my breath. You know, you're doing the whole and there was nobody here. I was over there just rolling around on the ground and feeling the pain in my back and my neck, and my elbow was all swollen up and blurry vision. I couldn't see real well. So I gathered up my stuff, put my bike in my truck, and I headed off to the ER, which is only 2.5 miles from here. I typically don't take my truck to the skate park. Most of the time I ride from my house down to here. It's about 4 miles. I'll play around and then go home. I was so glad that I brought my truck. There was no way I was going to be able to ride my bike home. And the reason why I took my truck is because I only had about an hour to mess around here at the park because I had some other stuff to do. A quick ride through the CT scanner revealed that I had 3 broken ribs on my right side and 2 broken vertebrae in my back. It was not good. You know, I've probably watched over 40 videos on how to do fakies. No one ever said anything about hitting their back brakes. Well, you know, looking back at it now, it makes sense. It's just like when you're going forward, you don't want to hit your front brake first. You're going to flip over the handlebars. The worst thing about this whole situation, for me anyway, is I did not have my camera running at all. I didn't have it set up. I had only been here for a short period of time. I was going to warm up, then set the camera up, but that didn't happen. I went to the police station here in Washington and asked them if they had any video or if they even monitored the video cameras that they have here at the park, and they asked me what date and what time, and I knew exactly what date and what time because I had just got done messaging my granddaughter about, you know, letting her know that I was going to be late. I didn't tell her what happened, I just said I was going to be late. So the police officer brought up that date, looked at the timeline, found the video, and you could see me. I mean, it's way over here, and the cameras are up on that pole over there, and you could see an image. It was very blurry. You couldn't tell if I was a person or a dog or anything. You could see me go up the quarter pipe and then fall. And I asked him if he could zoom in, you know, get a little better picture quality, and there was no option for that. So unfortunately, I do not have any footage. My warning to you is never ever hit the back brake when you're doing fakies, unless you're really good at doing fakies and you know what to expect. If you're just learning how to do fakies, do not hit your back brake when you're going backwards. Oh yeah, I got one little tip for you. Whenever you're doing fakies that I found out, and I've never had anybody talk about this in any of their how to do fakies video, but if you're gonna do a fakie, I think it's better to have a higher gear on your bike if you have a geared bike, because whenever you start backpedaling, it's easier when it's in a higher gear. If it's in a too low a gear and you aren't backpedaling fast enough, it's almost like hitting your back brake, because it'll stop the bike and the front end will fly up. So be careful of that. So this whole video was made just to give you that little warning of don't hit your back brake whenever you're doing a fakie, unless you're good at doing fakies and you know what to expect. For me, that was the first time I ever even touched my back brakes whenever I was doing a fakie. I was just going so fast, I didn't know what else to do. I thought, okay, I'm gonna slow down here, hit my back brake, and well, you know the whole story now, what happened. Thanks for checking out this video, and until next time, see ya.